Welcome to the finish line with Sew Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I want to finish this really cute little table runner that I made last week. Now I am going to do an old-fashioned orange peel pattern. Now there are a few different ways that we can do this, and I'll cover the ways that we can. And I am going to be using a variety of different silk finished cotton threads. So an orange peel pattern consists of circles, and those circles are going to interlock. So we would do a row of circles and then another row of circles on top right in the same position, and then a row in between. So this little area here is what we call the orange peel. So I can make all of the rows first and then go back in and do the second rows, or I can do half rows. So I would do the rows going this way and then come back and finish them this way, and same with the next row. So I'm still going to have those circles and then the circles in between. So you can do full circles or little bumps, that those bumps get turned into circles. And these two different ways really are up to you on how you want to do them. So the size is really going to be a personal preference. Do you want your circles to stay within a certain size? If so, this size must be the same throughout the entire project. If this is 3 inches, and then we go to a 2-inch one, they're not going to match up. So if that's the case, what you want to do is do circles that are not going to match. Do smaller circles or larger ones that they're not going to match. Just keep the size the same. So you could have a pile of circles. They're never going to match up to the seam, and that's fine. You're just going to keep that first row and the second row the same, and then when you go into that row in between, it's going to fill in that space. I have what we consider a 6-inch arc. Now that 6-inch means I'm going to be able to take a 6-inch block. I'm going to go from here over, bring it over, and continue. When I turn it around, it is also going to be the same. So my circles are going to be these big circles, and then another big circle, and then the center circle will be in between. Now this is a very vintage looking fabric, so I want to keep that vintage feel. And I have 2 sets of cotton thread that I think are going to work perfect for this project. These are 100% cotton. It is a 40 weight, so it's a little bit heavier, so I'm really going to see those arcs. They are from Mettler, and this one is called Sense of Tradition, and this one is Passionate Quilting. And the thread has this beautiful silk look to it. It's actually considered their silk finish. It's 100% cotton, but it has that beautiful, soft look to it. Now, just to make things fun, I'm going to do a bit of a variegated look, but I'm not using the variegated thread. I'm going to use a variety of these threads. So each row is going to be a different thread. I'll do the green for one row, another row will be something else, another row will be something else. I have lots of colors here that are going to match this entire quilt. But having each row a separate color is going to give it a little bit of personality. And I'm going to start with this beautiful green. And I'm going to want to start off of that batting and stitch onto the batting. And I'm going to stop right here in the intersection. So I'm doing that half circle. Pick up the ruler and do another half circle. I'm going to end up right here at that point. So pick up and move. So you can see here my half circle. So I'm going to continue that half circle all the way down. So that 40 weight thread really does have a nice finish. So now I'm going to start with this edge and start my ruler in the opposite direction. So there's that nice big circle. The next circle is going to be in the same area above it. I'm going to keep the bob in the same color, but my next row is going to be this beautiful blue-gray. So I have my first circle in the green, the second one in that nice blue. They're subtle enough, but there is a slight difference. So I now have 2 full rows of circles. So I'm going to continue doing each circle in one color thread and then changing as I go up. So the next row, I'm going to use this dusty rose. And this time, I'm going in between. So I'm going to go all the way around. And when I come back, it will fill in this spot. So we have a row of circles and a row of circles with a second row in between. That gives us these little petals or the orange peel pieces. We have pink thread, green thread, blue thread, beige thread. All the different threads just blend nicely and really continue that vintage look throughout the entire table runner. So I was able to use all of these threads in this table runner. Now the camera might not pick it up, but I can see all of the different shades, and it really does have such a pretty look. Now I was lucky enough to have that right size circle for this particular project. But if you don't, you can just draw those circles by hand. Just find something in the house, a plate, a cup, a bowl. You'll be surprised what you can find to draw those circles. Just draw them and then stitch them free motion and just have some fun. I really loved using this Mettler silk finish thread. It did give it a beautiful finish. You can really see the stitching, but it has just that beautiful subtle look. I'll put a link in the description where I did make that table runner, and I'll put a link to my beautiful Mettler thread collection. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter. It's all free under Sew Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a Sewtacular day. Bye for now.